Hey everyone, NicMakesPlays here, the current rank 1 Legendary Runeterra player, and I'm going to go over my Zed Lulu deck today. I think this deck is really powerful because it can draw extremely strong openings that can deal with tons of decks in the meta. It's very cheap costed. It's pretty much a all-out swarm combo deck in the beginning of the game, and then when it comes to the mid game, you just use rallies. Just make sure you finish them off with your big combos with Lulu, with Zed, and stuff like that. So it's pretty explosive. Let's get into it. The main point of this deck is to have a really cheap curve. All your cards are pretty inexpensive. You just want to do as much damage as possible with your Lulu support combos, and then after you do your big swings in the early game, you want to use Relentless Pursuit or Golden Aegis to rally and then finish them off. So let's get into it. Fleet Feather Tracker. Fleet Feather Tracker is one of the main cards in this deck that's super powerful with Lulu. Being able to buff this to a 4-4 or a 5-5 with Lulu is pretty insane because it has Challenger and it's only a 1-drop. So you have to pick which unit you kill, and then usually to win the combat trade, removing one of their blockers while keeping it alive, and lets you continue the pressure in each attack you do. Since you removed a blocker in the previous attack with the Fleet Feather Tracker, you're able to do even bigger offensive pushes. Very good. Next we have Flower Child. When I'm supported, granting +2/+0. Pretty generic. Good with War Chefs. It's good with Lulu to get the buffs. Can push huge damage for a 1-drop, and it makes you fit the curve well because it only costs 1. And you can play on turn 1. 3 Range Resolve. So originally I had Notifies in this deck, but it turns out they're actually too expensive. Like, as weird as it sounds, a 2-mana card being too expensive, you really just want to be as cheap as possible this deck. You're playing mini cards in 1 turn. So it did the same thing as Notify a lot of time, but it was 1 mana cheaper. It let you win combat trades, which is very important in this deck. Because again, if you remove enemy blockers, then they have less blockers for next attack. And it also helped against AoE like Avalanche. So, very good. Next we have 3 Rush. Alright, so usually I wouldn't run 3 of this card because it's not a card you want to see multiples of. It seems more like a 2 of. But it's one of the only cards that does what it does for only 1 mana. This card's insanely strong with Fleet Feather Tracker and Blinding Assault to get your challengers amazing quick attacks. You can use it on Lulu and Zed, so they dodge Culling Strike. You can just generically use it to win combat trades. Like you use War Chef buffing Fleet Tracker. They try and block War Chef and you rush and you just kill something. You get a 1 mana free kill that lets you, again, they have less blockers next attack and you get to go for huge swings. So I just feel that this deck kind of has little flex spots, and this was the best spot I could find for what I need to fill the deck with. It's just very cheap, very efficient 1 mana spell, so I like it a lot. Next we have 3 Blinding Assault. Combo's great with the Rush. 2 mana, slow spell, Summon Valor. This is a Scout Challenger, so very good with Rush because you get the quick attack and then you get to attack twice and kill 2 things. It's good with the Bright Protector because that can give it the barrier so it can attack twice and it'll get a free kill on the first one from the barrier keeping it alive, and the Valor will still kill the enemy. Just generically good. I like this card a lot because you can use spell mana, so it makes your curves a bit more efficient because you're allowed to, let's say you don't open exactly like 1, 2, 3. You can use a spell mana at some point to play a unit, and I feel it's just strong with the Bright Steel and the Rush, and in general it just fit the deck very well, so I like it. Next we have Bright Protector, great at putting on Fleet Feather Tracker and Blinding Assault, so they can use their Challenger to get the free kills while staying alive. Also good defensively to protect Lulu and Zed and stuff like that. Just in general a very versatile card. I like it a lot in this deck. We have 3 Sharp Sight. Give an ally +2/+2, and I can block units with elusive this round. This is generic combat spell. You can use it to win combat trades. You can use it to stay alive through Mystic Shots, get excited, block elusives. It's just generically good in this deck. It's a very well-rounded card. I like War Chefs a lot in this deck. Support, give my support ally +1/+1 to level up Lulu and use support allies, so this is one of the ways to do that. Good at buffing Fleet Feather Tracker, good at buffing all kinds of things just in general, like Flower Child to give it the Grant +2/+0. Fits this deck perfectly, so very good. Next we have 3 Young Witch, a card that's also very good with the Fleet Feather Tracker and the Blinding Assault, stuff like that. 2 mana, 1/1 elusive. Support, give a support ally quick attack and +1/+0 this round. So now your challengers can get free kills via quick attack. They choose who blocks it via challenger. It helps level up Lulu because it is a support card. And you can push some damage with this if you have like a level Lulu and you make it this card a 5/5 because it is an elusive. So I like it a lot. Very good. Next we have Lulu, basically the star of the show. She was buffed somewhat recently. Used to be a 2/3, now she's a 3/3. That's why I said earlier If they're trying Culling Striker, you can use Rush and stuff like that to dodge Culling Strike, which is nice. My support ally grows up to 4/4 this round, so you make this on the Fleet Feather Tracker and stuff like that. Did good combat trades, and then allies have been supported 3+ times. That is very, very easy to do. She doesn't even have to see it. You have the War Chefs, the Young Witch, and even herself gets the support. She levels up pretty easily, gets the +1/+1, and then round start create a fleeting Help Picks in hand. And when she supports allies, they go to 5/5 now. So Help Picks is a very versatile spell. It's a focus speed. You can either use it on your own cards, give them barrier, which can protect them. Say they have like Merciless Hunter on Zed, give it vulnerable or something. You can just play this, give Zed the barrier for the turn, you're good to go. Or give enemies vulnerable. This is really good also because Zed is quick attack, and you can give things quick attack with the picks. I'm sorry, the picks, the Young Witch, and just all kinds of stuff like that. So very versatile as well. You can hook away blockers. Just gives you trades the way you want them, so really nice. And champ spell Lulu's Whimsy, transform a follower into 1/1 squirrel and silence this round. Pretty expensive, but like, I don't know, it's just like a really unique spell, so it's kind of cute to have this option in the deck. It doesn't come up too much, but you're able to deal with threats, like if they play like a Solari Sunforger or something to try and heal, like a Radiant Guardian, try and heal after the huge aggressive swarm swings you push on them and the pressure you're putting on them. You just turn into a 1/1 squirrel and then you kill it with like, I guess a buff Fleet Tracker or whatever, so very good. Alright, 3 Relentless Pursuit, Rally, very straightforward. You basically just want to open as much of a strong turns 1 through 3 as possible, pushing huge offensive swings on your opponent, and then right when they're trying to stabilize, you just rally and you kill them. Extremely potent with Lulu to get effect again, extremely potent with Zed to get his effect again. I really like 3. I mean, yeah, you run more than 3. You run Golden Aegis as extra copies of the Relentless Pursuit, so yeah, this card is very important to have. I usually don't keep it. You can draw this or Golden Aegis later in the game, like in the mid game after you get a big swing. But yeah, the point of the deck is basically just get huge damage output, huge swings, and then just rally and do it again. Zed. This is actually the star of the show, I think at least. So 3 mana 3/2, attack, summon a Living Shadow with my stats. So when he attacks, he summons a 3/2. If he seed himself or a Shadow Strike, then that maxes twice, he levels up. Now he gets the +1/+1, and this also gets keywords, which you can give it Riposte and stuff like that, which is cute. This is good with War Chefs and stuff like that, and Sharp Sight, just because you can buff it, so then the Shadow also is buffed, you're pushing huge damage, but this is just the main way to get huge damage output. It pushes 6 damage for a 3-drop, and they have quick attack, or this has quick attack, the one's ephemeral. So you really just want to play Zed and just push, and they just can't answer a lot of the time. They have to take the damage, or they lose their unit because that's quick attack. It can level up pretty easily, and then if you rally, you get to do it all over again. You can also buff this with, like, a Lulu makes it a 5/5, and then your Living Shadow's a 5/5. You make it a 4/4 with the base form Lulu. If they have the help picks, again, you can give something vulnerable so that it's quick attack can clean it up, and they'll get less blockers. And eliminating blockers is very important, good combat trades in the early game, because then when it comes to like turn 4 or 5, you have like 4 or 5 units, and they have like 2 blockers, and you just push for so much damage. So very strong. Zed is one of the main ways you damage output. This deck is amazing with the rallies. So next we have Golden Aegis. 4 mana slow spell, give an ally barrier this round, rally. It's basically extra copies of Relentless Pursuit. Relentless Pursuit's 1 mana cheaper, this one gives barrier. But you want more rally effects in this deck, so I run 2 of these, so we have a total of 5 rallies. You can maybe even shoot up to 3 of these and have 3 Pursuit, 3 Golden Aegis, and have 6 rallies. The barrier is nice, and it's really good with the challengers, like the Blinding Assault, Fleet Feather Tracker, and just all kinds of stuff. Like, put on Zed to protect him if they may have, like, some combat trick to win the combat trade against you, to keep safe from that. But in general, I just think that it's extra copies of Relentless Pursuit. But the barrier can be nice, so it's good. Alright, last but not least, we have Riposte. Give an ally +3/+0 and barrier this round. This is one of the more expensive cards in the deck, which is crazy. It's only 4 mana. It's a burst speed spell, so you can use spell mana for it. But you basically want to use this when they try and stabilize, like, okay, well, this guy's swarming me so hard, I just need to kill Lulu, or I need to kill Zed, and they go challenge it or something, or give it vulnerable Merciless Hunter. Use Riposte, you kill their guy, and then your unit stays alive, and you attack for big next turn, you win. Or let's say you play Zed, and then they're like, okay, I'll Mystic Shot it. You can Riposte, keep Zed alive, gives them extra attack, then the Living Shadow gets extra attack, which is really good. This card's just pretty versatile, and a lot of games come down to do or die, where they have to kill a certain unit like Zed or Lulu that turn, or they're gonna die next turn. You just Riposte and keep it alive, and very good. It can push for more damage. all kinds of stuff. So that's the deck. This deck's really explosive. Something I think is really cool in this deck is it actually can do decent against some of the meta. For example, against Aurelia Azir, you can push for huge damage output where you can actually kill them first before they get to even get their stuff settled. Like they play Emperor's Dice and you're just playing units and you're just pushing so much, like you'll kill them on like turn 5 or 6 before they're able to really start doing the whole Sand Soldier Blade Dance things. Also, against Trundle Lissandra, you have 3 Range Resolve. It's one of the best cards in the entire game against Trundle Lissandra. Give all allies tough this round, and they try to use Avalanche, using a 4-mana Avalanche or a 5-mana Withering Wail. You play a 1-mana Range Resolve, and you just beat it. Like, all your guys stay alive a lot of the time, and they're just so behind on mana, and you have such a big board, you just get to kill them. This card's insanely good against Trundle Lissandra. In this deck, cards that you could maybe run, I like the way it is, honestly, but I'll just, I guess, quickly go over. You can do Shen over Zed, but I think the damage output is what makes this deck strong. So I went with Zed. It's more of an aggressive version. The other card that is definitely a high consideration, I mean, you could do Notify. It's like decent, but again, I just went with the 3 Range Resolve. High consideration is Laurent Protege. 3-mana 2/4 Challenger. It's good in general, even without Shen, just because it has high health and you can get good combat traits, go with Rush and stuff like that. I just thought I had a lot of 3-drops ready with Lulu and Zed, and I wanted to keep my curve as low to the ground as possible. So I favored Blinding Assault, because it's cheap and works well with Rush, and you can use Spell Mana to summon it. Not that they're directly comparable, but this card's a consideration for sure. Alright, let's get into some games. Alright, we're playing against Teemo PnZ. It seems like a burn deck. A burn deck if you ask me. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm going to keep Fleet Feather Tracker. Works really well with Bright Shot Protector going second to give a barrier and kill something like Teemo. Works well with Lulu, War Chefs, all the buffs. War Chef and Bright Protector are good against Teemo. Turn 2 with the Fleet Feather Tracker. So let's just do this and then mull for units. We want to get our Zed or a Lulu for turn 3. Very good. Alright. This hand's actually really nice. I like this hand a lot. Okay, so he has the Teemo. Unfortunately, we can't actually kill it this next turn. We don't have a unit right now that can give this the Challenger. Just summon another ally to get a Challenger. If we draw a 2-drop, like War Chefs or Bright Protector, we can kill it and keep this alive. Those would be best draws. Alright, that's fine. We could use this to kill that, but I'd rather just wait, I think. I don't think he's going to kill us first, even if he is playing a burn deck. He's playing Go Hard. Alright, well, I definitely don't want to let that die, so I'm just going to play Range Resolve here. This will stay alive now. We still can't hook this, but since it only has 1 attack, we're able to at least safely swing here for 2 damage, which is good. Alright, not a bad start. This is really a combo, Lulu plus Fleet Feather Tracker, so I think we'll be fine. Oh, another Go Hard? Okay, Stalking Shadows. Stalking Shadows. Not sure what he's picking here. Go Hard. Okay, it's fine by us. We can just play this here. So when we play Lulu, they both gain the Challenger. We have mana for Blinding Assault also, which is nice. I think Sharp Sight would be a generically good thing to draw as well. Golden Aegis. Alright, so we play Lulu now. We can make one of these a 4/4 this round, which is a clean kill on the Teemo, as well as pushing good damage and working towards their level up, which is so easy to get. Okay, another Stalking Shadows. He whiffs that time. Okay. Heals, that's fine. Part of me wants to play this, but is there really a reason? Probably not. Well, I guess we'll do it just to push damage. And it's good to go in the field in general, because when we pursue, we can get a scout attack. Hoping for no Go Hard. I don't think he has it. He might have played it. I'm not sure.
All the colors.
Alright. Seems pretty good. It doesn't matter which one we hit, because it'll reset the health after. And these will trade without staying alive versus all those. Alright, so we have a decent board he has to catch up with. We have 2 effects that can rally, and we have a Repose to protect our units, if we need to. Here we have 3 rallies. With that being said, I think what we're going to do is barrier this one, because it's Scout, so we can attack twice with it. and get a good swing in here. He'll probably play the Ephemeral Doom Beast here to block. Yeah. He maybe should have attacked first. I'm not sure he's afraid of Sharpside or what. Because it's going to kill anyway, unless he has a spell. Alright. We will get the swing in here and kill the Teemo. Iterative improvement. Okay. Done.
Push on without me.
We can attack again because this buff will make it stay alive and he has no mana. That's good. So I think we're just going to Pursuit again here. And then just open attack. This will be leveled also, which is very nice. We're going to buff this one to push the most amount of damage we can. And this, I think this game, yeah. Okay, exact game. Very good. Yes, that can do pretty crazy stuff pretty fast. It's only turn 5, and we still had another rally in hand and a riposte for the open attack, along with the level Lulu. Very good. Alright, we're playing against Tahm Soraka, so this one will be pretty tough. A lot of their units don't mind being combat trades, so they have like Pale Cascades and Guiding Touches and stuff like that. And they want to be in combat trades so their cards can heal and they can level Soraka, as well as Star Springs, and Tahm can eat most of my field, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to keep both of these. On turn 2, you really want to get Bright's Protector or War Chefs to start, like, what War Chefs can do is it can start leveling up Lulu, and Bright Steel just combos great with this because it gives a barrier. We're going to play Fleet Tracker. Let's see if he plays the Krusty Scodger. I think if he had, he would have played it, or the Star Shepherd. Maybe not Star Shepherd, he's afraid of it dying somehow. I think we're just going to attack here and bank the mana. He probably has a Boxtopus. We could have developed here just to threaten Rush, but I kept it simple. Went for the open attack. Honestly, I maybe should have just attacked with Rush, but we can Rush later. If he's trades with any of these, that's fine. Soraka would be a huge punish. That's one reason I probably should have threatened Rush, but let's imagine he took it anyway. That's no different. Well, we can't play Lulu because then he'll just kill it. We could play Lulu and then we can't Sharp Side. We could Range Draw, keep it alive. I think I'm cool with us both losing the mana here. That's fine for me. Alright. So we have Lulu, we have Rush, we have Flower Child. I think it's looking pretty good overall. Soraka has a lot of defense, and so does Tahm, so those are kind of scary. I'm sure he's one of the two. I think if he had Soraka last turn, he would have played it. So maybe Tahm, or maybe he just doesn't have Tahm. The Fangs. Interesting. The Fangs being splashed in everything nowadays. So versatile. So we can do a lot here. Like a lot. Let's let him pick first and then see what we're gonna do. So I guess first things first. We want to push this in the front, so he doesn't heal full if things go wrong. We can just use the Rush here on this and see what he does, because that'll kill it without trading. And then this will become a 6/4 because it goes put to a 4/4 and then grants +2/+0. So at least +2/+0 if it's permanent. All right, let's go with this. I'm honestly cool with just trading Lulu and letting it die, because we have another Lulu anyway. But at the same token, we had double Range Resolve, and Range Resolve is not like the most potent card in this matchup. They don't really have like removal spells, so it might just be safe to just use the Range Resolve. Yeah, let's do this. If he has Pale Cascade, then that's okay with me, honestly. I still trade. We force out the mana, 1 mana for 2 mana. He draws a card, but this deck's never ahead in card advantage. It's just more of an offensive deck that does stuff like this and then rallies. Okay. He has the Pale. I'm just going to Sharp Sight here, I think. I know I was talking about just replaying Lulu, but I guess if I can save the mana, this is pretty good. Sharp Sight is good defensively, so I can let that go, honestly. I'm kind of just hoping I draw a good unit, and then maybe even get value of the Range Resolve. The second one, that's a good unit. It's a very, very good unit. Alright, let's see if it's another Boxtopus. If not, there's not much you can do. Star Shaping. People are technically start shaping a lot on Tahm Rocket too. These emotes are very generically good. I don't know if this is the best time to start shaping, but maybe just panicking. Okay, we have Zed. He might just surrender here, honestly, but he has a lot of health, I guess. Ooh. I don't think we want to play that, though. How much damage is this? That's not 1. That's about 0. Alright. Let's go for the 0. I mean, worst comes to worst. He's so low in health, I don't really see him coming back. Alright. GG's. Got the new skin, by the way. The level up. Pretty sick, right? Bang, bang. Alright, that's my Lulu Zed deck. It's really explosive. It has answers to, I think, Aurelia Azir, Internal Lissandra, and a lot of tier 1 decks like that. It can do pretty crazy stuff, and it's a fun deck to play because Lulu decks aren't too common, so it's nice that I think I found something that makes her work, at least she fits well into. I have a blast playing this deck. I play it all the time. It's fast, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's a good time. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, what other videos you guys would like to see. You can also follow me on Twitch, on twitch.tv/NicMakesPlays, where I play these decks live every day at 6:30 p.m. EST. So, hope to see you guys there. See ya.